So we're here with Michael and Derek, and they've brought these mean green machines out today. Super excited to test them. This is one of their higher end commercial ones, and this is, wouldn't you say, a lower end commercial model? More of a standard. This is a Rival mean green, and this is what's called an Evo. This runs a 74-inch deck, and this runs a 60-inch deck. I'm going to let Michael talk to you guys and kind of explain about these mowers. He's way more knowledgeable than I'll ever be.
So this is the mean green Evo, 74-inch cut, rear discharge. It has 3 different battery options on it, with runtime up to 8 hours. Everything on this mower is electric. There's no nothing serviceable on it. There's no grease, there's no belts, no oils. They're checked on it. So only maintenance to it is to sharpen the blades and plug it up on a daily basis. We've got charge ports on the front of the mower and a charge port on the back of the mower. 2 different charge options with it. You can get a 110 charger. With this mower completely down, it would take about 16 hours to charge it up with 110. The 220 option charger will charge it in about 8 hours from dead to full charge. So on the dash here, digital key panel to start it. Just push button start. Put in your passcode. That can be set to any user code that you want to make it to start the mower up. After that, the mower comes live. Operator present switch in the seat. Safety switches in the handlebars, just like your normal gas-powered mowers. This is an option here for your lights. Strobe light on the roll bar. You can get headlights on it, flashing lights on the back of it. Electric deck lift. It'll go up and down. That's programmable in the dash here. Nice thing about this, if you come back to the dash here, shows you the settings of your deck right now, so you can set this to wherever you want it. The mower will stay there.
Okay.
If you come up to an obstruction and need to go over it, it has a pedal here in the bottom, in front of the mower.
Let me show them that going up and down. Go ahead. Let's see how quick it is. Okay.
So you can hit that, go over the obstruction, hit the button and go back down with it again. It'll take it back to the preset on the dash, so you don't have to worry about that.
That's nice.
Also in the mower here, you, when you're sitting in your seat looking at it, you've got 5 lights in the front of the mower. These are your blade controllers. So as you're running along mowing grass, they'll all be green. If you start to get into heavier grass, they'll turn yellow. And then get into very heavy grass and start to lock the blades up, they will turn red, letting you know that a blade is slowing down on you. So each blade is independent of itself.
I'm going to show you guys the motors and then the blades on there. And you said the blades have been sharpened, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And this is rear discharge. All right, go ahead.
This mower, all of the mean green mowers come standard with the wheels on the front of the mowers. On this mower you're looking at here, it has the optional wheels on the rear. Standard is the pneumatic tire. You can get many different options on the mower, whether it's strobe lights, the headlights, has a plug-in USB charger on it to charge your phone or whatever you've got that you need to charge up. Safety switch on the back, shut the mower completely off during storage time.
And I don't know if you guys can tell, but that mower is actually running. It's on, correct?
Yes. That's
the little hum. Can you guys hear it? I mean, it's so quiet. I don't know if you can hear it on the video or not. But now how much, well, we'll see how loud it gets whenever you kick the blades on.
Yeah, you need to have it in the grass to really judge the sound of it.
Okay.
What the blades sound like. Very, very quiet. You can actually talk on your phone and mow grass with it. So
wow,
quiet.
that's crazy. Now, on your, you said front wheels are standard, rear optional.
Yes.
And these are 26, correct? If you can see, those are extremely big. And then if you look at this is, I'm guessing, a 23 or 24. What is this one?
Those are 20.
Okay. Now, is there anything different as far as everything you went over with that one, the Evo, compared to the Rival?
Only difference that you're going to have on this mower on the Rival is it's available in 3 different cutting options. This is the 60-inch deck, available with a 52-inch deck, side discharge or rear discharge on this mower. Now on the Evo, it's only standard rear discharge deck on it. So
okay.
different battery in this mower. This mower is equivalent to a 36 horsepower gas engine on that.
Okay.
The Evo is equivalent to a 37 horsepower diesel.
I was just about to ask you that. Now, what do you know the torque numbers on the Evo or this one? Do you know the torque?
No, I don't.
Okay. Because what I'm curious to see is with these being electric motors, they should be able to keep the blade tip speed way better than a gas, I would think.
There's no pull down. So if you're in heavy grass, they've always got constant power there.
Yeah.
I think with the wheel motors, they don't bog. It's constant power.
Yeah, it's just like a three-phase machine when you're running it. You've got, it just puts more power to it, whereas a motor, once it starts to bog, it can't give anymore. It's just at the RPM it's at. Okay. Kind of go around these units and show you guys a little bit more footage of them. Now, when someone's, with it being an automated deck lift, I don't see a dial, so does it tell what inch you're at on there? And how accurate is it?
It's as accurate as your mower with a manual gauge on it.
So does it judge off the bottom of the blade tip? So if I set this at 4, yep, and I measure from the concrete to the bottom of the blade, it'll be at 4 inches. Okay, because I'll have to measure that out and see when we do it beside the hyperdrive. But this is, the hyperdrive's a big mower, and this looks like it's just as big as that hyperdrive. And I'm excited to test these.
In the dash here, it shows you the setting that you're on now. So
okay, I
if you
see
push
that.
this button, you can take it all the way down, and then the deck will adjust down. I mean, it'll actually go all the way down.
And I'm assuming with that being as technologically advanced as it is, it'll tell you, like, if there's a problem, it'll probably give you a code and stuff.
Yes, anything that happens to this mower, if you do something out of sequence, so like right now, we're going to engage the PTO switch. So over here, it gives you an operator code letting you know something happened.
That's
tells you
nice.
what's going on with it. So you correct the problem that you just caused, shut that off, X out of it, then it'll let you operate again.
Okay.
Mower does have a blade tip speed setting. It's got a high speed and a low speed on blade tip here.
I'm guessing that's for battery, to save battery. If you're in light grass, you can turn it on low.
No, it's actually for quietness. If you're mowing around, somewhere that you need to try and take as much noise away as possible,
nice,
you can hit that and shut it off and take that down. It takes about 2,000 feet per minute of the speed out of the blade.
Wow.
Same thing for drive speed on the wheel motors as well. You can shut that off on it also.
Can you turn the LEDs on it so people can see that? It's got LEDs here and over there, and then I think there's some on the rear, ain't there?
Yeah.
Turn signals?
Yeah.
You're kidding me. Okay, so you can turn them on separately, top and bottom.
Yeah. So you've got a beacon back here flashing as well.
Now, is that standard? Beacons, the lights?
Lights and beacon are all options.
Okay, all right.
So you can see rear lights flashing here. And you can do, you can use it as a turn signal.
They're integrated really well. They don't look like an afterthought. These machines look like they're very thought out and purposeful. Another thing was, if you guys didn't notice, the wheel motors are inside the hub right here. All right, so here's the Mean Green Evo beside the Hustler Hyperdrive. They're set directly beside each other, so you can see size comparison. Hyperdrive's about 2 or 3 inches behind the Mean Green. Both these run 26s, but that wheel on that thing looks massive. It's sitting taller than the 26 on here. So you can see this. Look from this direction. All right. Look how cool this is. So with the spindle being electric, you can just hand spin it. Like, there's no belt holding resistance. I want to show you guys the blade. blades. There you go. Now he's going to measure. He's got it set on 4 right now. So it's actually 4 3/4. And you got it set on 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 4 3/4 is what it actually measures.
That's 3.5 inches there.
And what's that set on?
That's on 3 1/4.
Okay.
So it's running 1/4 low.
All right. And you've got it set on. So let's try to get the blades right at 4. Whatever you think it needs to be at to get the blades on 4. That deck lift's automatic. What's that one?
That's 4 1/4. So that's 4 inches right there.
All right. Now what's that set on?
That's at 3.5.
3.5. Okay. All right. Got that set on 4. This mower goes 11 mile an hour, I think is what he said. Let you guys see cut quality. I don't know if it's the dew or what, but there's quite a few little scragglers through there. I asked them if they sharpen the blades. They said, yeah. You look at that, Derek, see what you think. I wonder if those are as sharp as he thinks. Because there's a whole lot of scragglers in there. Now this is the Evo. It's 74 inches. Has some really big wheels on. I can't wait to race this thing with the Hustler hyperdrive. You hear it kicking on. That's rear discharge. going walking speed. I don't know if it's a dew on there or what, but there's just a whole lot of scragglers. I mean, it is a dewy morning. So I guess we'll see how the hyperdrive cuts. Good looking machine though. You can just, I don't know, it's, like I said, let me run this hyperdrive through here and see what we get. But this grass is decently thick. All right, so you guys can see this is the first one, the first cut on it of the Evo. Here's the 74 inch. Here's the Hustler Hyperdrive. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but the Hustler Hyperdrive is just so much smoother. I mean, it just, there's hardly any scragglers. Look at that. See that? And you can see the path really well. And this one's still, the lift isn't near as much. That way people understand that. So this has a high lift. You can see the lip on it. This is more of a medium lift. This doesn't, you want to look at it and see? This is more of a medium lift. I don't have the exact high lifts that Hustler offers, but we're both cutting at 4. Well, this is, I'm gonna have to go recut because this is at 3.5. Sitting on this side. Let me park it where yours is parked. Where's yours parked? Right here turned? Yeah. Okay. And this has a flat blade. You can see it just has one little wing on the tip of it. And this one is just an 1/8 below 4. All right. That one's got more of a harder cushion. Yeah. I mean, it still feels good, but this one seems like it's softer cushioning. All right, so basically hit the power.
Master power switch.
All right. Nice code.
So now it's active. Close your lamp bars, and you're running right now. So.
Oh, that is on. motor is driven with the joystick, so it's very touchy. It's set up like the hydraulics on any other mower, but it takes it a second to catch. You can see there, but then when you're going, the torque comes on so fast that it's going to take a minute to get used to it. It's very, very torquey. But it also is very smooth acceleration. Once you get into it, it's got a really, really smooth power point.
Daddy?
Yes, honey. I'm going to try to go down and just up one spot.
Hey, Wells, come out of the way. Come here, sweet baby. Come here. Just trying to get.
So what I notice is it's extremely, extremely smooth as far as when you do turnarounds and things, it has an extremely smooth turn on it, and it's very noticeable difference. I want to take it down the hill in the front just to show how I think it'll do really well on a hillside, and I want to show them. Well, honey, you don't have to. I'm going to take it down this hill over here. Past that first little increment of drive. I mean, it's extremely smooth.
I didn't mean to.
You'll have to walk down the hill and get beside me so they can see.
Well, don't go too fast.
But I mean, I can control it very, very well, even on this. It's super smooth.
All right.
Probably one of the best filling zero turns I've had on a hillside thus far.
Hey, Wells, come here, bud. Mommy tried to see.
You're going too fast.
Now he's going to try this. This has pneumatic tires on it, and in Kentucky, hills are huge. So I wanted to see how this did going down a hill compared to one, and he's following the same exact path. Can you actually stop with that one? It slides, don't it? Okay, so the pneumatic does make a difference than a tweel. Let's see how it does going up. Okay, so I'm gonna rerun this video real quick. I've got this right at 4. I'm gonna go back here and cut this grass one more time. I was cutting a 1/4 inch lower than they were, or at least when we set in the same exact spot. So I want to be exactly fair on that. You guys are gonna get a ride along this time. Alright, so let's see. This is the Hustler hyperdrive. Now that's on 4, exactly 4, from the concrete to the tip of the blade. That's all cutting a little bit high. And then here's the Mean Green machine. This is the 74 inch. And here is the littler 60 inch. It's hard to tell in the video, but the blades on the hyperdrive have more of a winged tip blade, and I can tell you that with them both the same blades that they had, I wish they would have had a higher lift blade on that Mean Green, because it just doesn't pull the grass up near as much. And you can really tell in the cut. Everybody was able to see that, and so maybe you can get a high lift for those, but the blades on those Mean Greens are really narrow, as you guys can see in the video. I'll show you the hyperdrive's blades, which you've seen them. I've got videos of them before, but they're a massive blade. Some of the biggest I've seen in the industry as far as width and how they're made, but they're just a stout looking blade. Let's see if you can see any better this way. So there's my cut there. I mean, that's cutting high. And like I said, we're not in a peak of grass, but there's the 74 inch Mean Green. It's almost hard to even tell where it went down at. And there's the regular. So you'll see in this video, Mean Green machines. There's 2 different ones, and I've got my Hustler hyperdrive. Both of them are really, really great high-end mowers. Some of the top mowers I think you can get. In the part of the video where the Mean Green is going down the hill, I accidentally chopped that off, but I can tell you guys that the Mean Green with the twills did really, really well. I would say on par with the Hustler hyperdrive, or maybe a hairline better. I would love to have the Hustler hyperdrive with the twills on it to see how it did. Now that Mean Green had twills in the front and the back. Thank you guys for watching.